Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we are present about legal news that titled Hammer Welding Brothers Hit with Two Gangs Robbery Charged. I'm Muhammad Irfan Ashraf bin Khalid and with my friend Muhammad Badi'ul Zaman bin Basir. With that being said, let's move on to the table of content, which consists of summary of the news, the classification of law, court, parties involved, and lastly, 5 legal terminologies. We move to the summary of the news. After being reportedly involved into different gang robbery events, two brothers and their friends are today facing serious accusations relating to the crime. They say to have used hammer as a weapons in these incidents. During these physical attacks, one victim, which is petrol pump station worker, got hit by those trios and had a head injury. The trio was accused of robbing the 49 years old victim and caused loss of 55,100 and consisting 17 boxes of cigarettes and damaged mirror and cash at the premises. Provisions of the Penal Code that specifically deal with gang robbery are the basis for the charge brought against the brothers. This is very serious offence that if found guilty, they will have severe legal implications. And the charge under section 395 of the Penal Code and read with the section of 397 of the same Act provide a maximum jail term of 20 years and whipping if they found guilty. Detail concerning the attack circumstance, any police investigations and the legal actions taken against the brothers who are charged are probably included in the news item. Ensuring justice for the affected victims and addressing illegal activity are continuous goals. And Deputy Public Prosecutor Nizwan Abdul Latif appeared for the prosecution while Counsel Arif Firdaus Ashikin is the defendant that stood for the brothers. And then the court allowed bail of 12,000 ringgit with one surety for each of the siblings. Okay, now we move to classification of law. The classification of law is relevant to this case is criminal law, which is under public law. The news articles offers a comprehensive account of the court proceedings regarding the alleged gangs robberies in Kuala Lumpur. It begins by stating the charges brought against the 3 accused individuals, which is Muhammad Nasrul Wafi Hafizan, Muhammad Khairul Anwar and Zulkifli Ahmad, and their plea of not guilty. The specific charges under section 395 of the Penal Code with section 397 are highlighted along with the potential penalties if found guilty, which include a maximum jail term of 20 years and whipping. Based on the news article, 2 brothers are facing charges related to the gang robbery. They are accused of using a hammer as a weapon during the robbery in compliance with Penal Code section 395. In this case, criminal law relates to reportedly purposeful act of committing gang robbery with a hammer on a Bangladeshi petrol station worker. The court which heard the case is Sessions Court. Why we choose Sessions Court? Because the 2 brothers and their friends were charged at the Sessions Court according to the news article. This is because they are committing a gang robbery with a hammer on a Bangladesh petrol station worker, and the judge of the Sessions Court is Datin Fazli Suraya Muhammad Suah. And then the trio will charge under the section 395 of the Penal Code
and read with section 397 of the same act provide a maximum jail term of 20 years and they will be whipping if found guilty. The parties involved in the case that we found is defendant Counsel Arif Firdaus Ashikin, who stood for the brothers on allegations. And secondly, the prosecutor Nizwan Abdul Latif is who appeared for the prosecution on two brothers and their another friend for committing a gang robbery. Moreover, Datin Fazlin Suraya Muhammad Suah is the judge on the accused on the gang robbery with a hammer on Bangladesh petrol station worker, which is the two brother Muhammad Nasrul Wafi Harizan and Muhammad Khairul Anwar and their friend Zulkifli Ahmad. And for the case of gang robbery on a 17 years old girl in front of a school is Shazwan Sazali.
Okay, now we move to 5 legal terminologies. Number 1 is sentence, the punishment given to a person convicted of a crime. A sentence is ordered by the judge based on the verdict of the jury. So basically, sentence is when someone is found guilty of a crime. The judge decides what punishment they will receive. This is called a sentence, and it's based on what the jury decides after hearing all the evidence. So, if you are convicted of a crime, the judge tells you what consequences you will face. Okay, number 2 is bail. The money or bond put up to secure the release of a person who has been charged with a crime. Basically, bail is like a deposit or promise you make to get out of jail while you are waiting for your trial. It's basically money or something valuable you give to the court to ensure you will come back for your court dates. Number 3 is jurisdiction, the authority given by law to a court to try cases and rule on legal matters within a particular geographic area over certain types of legal cases. Basically, jurisdiction is like the power a court has to handle specific types of cases or legal matters in a certain area. It's kind of like the court's territory or the types of cases it's allowed to decide on. Okay, number 4, prosecution. In criminal law, the government attorney charging and trying the case against a person accused of crime. Basically, in criminal law, the government attorney who brings charges and presents the case against a person accused of a crime is called the prosecutor. They are like the lawyer representing the government sides in court. Last but not least, number 5, defendants. The party sued in the civil lawsuit or the party charged with a crime in a criminal prosecution. Basically, they are like the person or entity that the legal action is being taken against.
And that's it from us. And I apologize if there any mistaken word. Thank you for your time.